El Paso is as far west as you can get in Texas. Situated along the US and Mexico border, it is a distinctive city with a lot to offer. El Paso is perhaps best known for its stunning landscapes from sweeping desert vistas to mountain peaks and canyons. But there's plenty of unique history and attractions off the beaten path if you know where to look. We're taking a break from real estate today and instead focusing on the lesser known strange facts about El Paso, my hometown. Number 12, it's one of the sunniest places in the United States. El Paso's alter ego is Sun City. El Paso sees at least 300 days of sun each year, making it one of the sunniest cities in the United States. El Paso is only listed behind Las Vegas, Tucson, and Phoenix when it comes to other cities getting the most amount of sun each year. It even ranks well ahead of Tampa, Florida, which only sees about 244 days of sunshine each year. Number 11, get your fill of festivals. El Paso is home to one of the oldest Hispanic festivals in the Southwest. Each year, up to 30,000 people attend the Fiesta de las Flores, the Festival of Flowers. Another annual festival is El Paso Balloon Fest, which takes place during Memorial Day weekend. El Paso might be a relatively small city, but it has a huge personality. With festivals happening year-round, like the Craft Beer Festival, the Neon Desert Musical Festival, there are plenty of opportunities to immerse yourself in the vibrant melting pot of culture that El Paso offers. Number 10, El Paso paved the way for the first Hilton Hotel. Great-grandfather to Paris Hilton, Conrad Hilton opened up his first high-rise hotel within the borders of El Paso. The hotel opened its doors in 1930 and would later be dubbed the Plaza Hotel. Famous actress Elizabeth Taylor even visited the hotel in 1950 before her wedding to Conrad Nicky Hilton Jr. Of course, she had a prime spot in the penthouse suite of El Paso's Hilton Hotel. Number 9, the annual air show was not to be missed. El Paso is certainly considered a military city, and if you ever had the chance to attend the Amigo Air Show before it was affected by federal budget cutbacks, count yourself lucky. It was one of the most popular events around. Guests would witness insane stunts that left adults and kids gawking at the sky. The multi-day event thrilled audiences each fall at Biggs Army Airfield. While the city is still proud of its military, this event sadly never made a resurgence. Number 8, El Paso is the boot capital of the world. You can bet that those who live in Texas take their boots seriously. There are over a dozen bootmakers in El Paso alone, and celebrities have been known to fly into town just to source some of the quality footwear. Some of the most prominent shops include Rocket Buster Handmade Boots, Justin Boots, and Tony Lama. Outfitting ranchers for nearly 150 years, at least 3 generations of El Paso families have taken part in the rich history. Even the El Paso Museum of History has put a spotlight on the rich history of boot making that has earned the city's additional nickname as the boot making capital of the world. Number 7, get your fill on football. El Paso might not jump to mind when you think about football, but hear us out. The college football event, the Sun Bowl, has been played in El Paso since 1935 and always brings quite a turnout. The stadium is located in the grounds of the University of Texas and can seat more than 50,000 rabid fans. Alongside the Sugar Bowl and Orange Bowl, the Sun Bowl is the second oldest bowl game in the country. Number 6, El Paso makes history available to all. El Paso, like most cities, has its fair share of museums, but the town kicks it up a notch by being one of only 13 cities in the United States with a Holocaust museum. Even more impressive, the Holocaust Museum in El Paso is the only one in the nation that is also bilingual, increasing the availability of this resource for the heavily bilingual population. Other unique museums in the city include the National Border Patrol Museum, the only one in the country, McGoffin Homestead, and the Railroad of Transportation Museum of El Paso. Number 5, drink up the history. In 1942, on America's Independence Day, Francisco Pancho Morales served up the first tequila-based margarita. Other stories have an Irishman serving up the first margarita with a tequila kick, but we like the idea that it came from this little corner of Texas. He claims to have invented the famous beverage as well as the conga cooler. He was a bartender in Juarez before immigrating to the United States. He realized that mixed cocktails were especially appealing to Americans who were visiting and living in El Paso, and the rest is history. Number 4, natural features make up part of the border. El Paso is a border city, but a monolithic wall doesn't contribute most of the border here. Instead, the Rio Grande River forms the natural border between El Paso and Juarez, Mexico. This river runs nearly 1,900 miles, and the portion running south of New Mexico to the Gulf of Mexico forms the Texan border with Mexico. Number 3, walk down the oldest street in the city. El Paso Street is the oldest in the city at more than 150 years old. Since it was first erected, this downtown area has been a center of commerce for the town and nearby Juarez, Mexico. Today, it is famous for its shopping areas and allows Mexican and United States citizens to shop freely. The street has plenty of modern amenities, but is still rich in history, culture, and architecture. Hotels and theaters document the city's history, and 5 buildings along South El Paso Street are on the National Register and have been painstakingly restored to their former glory. Number 2, Billy the Kid passed through. Billy the Kid made a special trip to El Paso when he learned that his friend Melquiades Seguere was a prisoner. I think I said that right, no promises. Legend says that Billy the Kid posed as a Texas Ranger and entered the jail with enough swagger to sell his story. He calmly asked the jailer to open the door, and when that didn't work, he pointed his gun to the guards to spur them along. Once free, Billy took Seguere to Mexico, less than a mile away. So the San Eli jail was a special place to the Wild West history. Number 1, El Paso is stuck in time. El Paso is the only major city in the state of Texas that operates on Mountain Standard Time. The rest of the state observes the Central Time Zone, making it very confusing for anyone in El Paso to coordinate anything with the rest of the state. El Paso isn't alone though. Another small county, Hudspeth, follows suit, and these westernmost corner counties continue to observe Mountain Standard Time in defiance of the rest of the state. We can't say we blame them though. Whatever it takes to get access to the most recent episodes on your streaming devices, right? So what's the strangest thing you've learned about El Paso? If you call the 6-shooter capital home, we're sure we missed a couple interesting tidbits about your city. So take to the comments below and let us know, what else is there to know about El Paso? If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to let us know by hitting the like button. And if you aren't already subscribed to the channel, please consider joining us, ringing that bell to ensure you never miss an upload. Catch you guys next time. Hey guys, if you liked this video, maybe check out this one or this one.